Welcome. This is Mark Allen at Interfex in the science truck, as we're calling it. I'm here with Tony Costa of DIANT. Tony, it's always good to see you.
Very nice to see you.
So, for anyone who's not familiar, tell us a little bit about DIANT and what you do.
Gladly, at DIANT, we have a streamlined controls for nanoparticle processing. Our equipment is really geared to offer many different abilities with respect to nanoparticle processing. We have PAT integration. This is process analytical technology. This gives us in real time understanding of what's being produced, and then also some feedback mechanisms that we built into our process stream. So this gives us ability to understand exactly what we're making in real time from the start of the process to all the way at the very end, where we get to what's termed as the drug substance.
Yeah, and I know you've been advancing this technology for a few years. What initiatives have you got going on right now? Where are you at this moment?
Yeah, I mean, we're always pushing continuous manufacturing, advanced manufacturing techniques, and with that, we are looking at a variety of different particles, but also scalability. So we're not just only focusing on one or two lines of equipment. We have multiple lines of equipment, and they're all scalable, where we can make on very small scale for R&D labs, lab volumes, and then we can go up to multiple liters per minute if we need to run on a very high end, which would be more for say towards vaccine production. So having that ability, having a compact system that offers a scalability to the market is what we're focusing on.
What are you seeing right now as sort of trends that would affect your area of the industry?
Yeah, I think there was a really big push for mRNA LNPs, especially because of from the pandemic. I think there's still steady interest and a lot of new therapeutics coming about because of that, and that fast tracked those to some degree, or at least the industry to view those types of particles as being very effective. But at DIANT, we don't only focus on just LNPs. We can do make other types of nanoparticles, liposomes, using different polymers. So more of a polymeric nanoparticle. We have a lot more interest in the clients using our system for those types of nanoparticles. But just looking at also multiple industries as well, where we can generate nanoparticles for them, and whether it's very small scale or and very low volumes, or tens of liters or hundreds of liters of material, we can make that.
Interfex is a manufacturing technology focused show with the intersection with science as well.
Mm-hmm.
What does this week typically involve for you, and what do you have going on at Interfex?
Yeah, we want to just really promote DIANT, get the name out there, get more interest, more involvement, trying to pick up new clients, especially on our service side. And we have a new piece of equipment that it's our benchtop unit. So we have that here at the show today, and we're doing some little demos on it, and just trying to get more of those units sold for this year.
The theme question we've been asking everybody relates to challenges. What would you say is the biggest challenge facing the pharma industry as a whole right now?
Investment, maybe trying to we're not the only ones, but and we're more on the equipment side, service side. But I think investment is a little bit light right now in the industry. That trying to pick that up, and that'll help excel. Multiple levels of from the supply chain. Whether it's equipment to consumables to getting a drug product approved. So having more of investment, bringing onshore API manufacturing, also downstream manufacturing, that would be extremely helpful in the near future, and hopefully new initiatives will come soon that will support those types of initiatives.
Is there anything else right now that you're sort of very much focused on, or is on your mind?
Yeah, I'd say what's happened recently is a more of a shift towards services as opposed to initial equipment purchase, and that's what we've been seeing. So starting off having more options for services is critical. We feel so. We started to really push that side of the business. it's also why we brought in our what we call the DIANT larva discovery system, because at this stage, even though yes, there's a lot more interest, there's a lot more materials going into the clinic, but a lot of these companies are at the early stage. So in order for them to even understand the technology and get introduced to it, we need to offer these services to them. They just don't have the capex upfront to invest in certain levels of equipment. So that's where the service model, the entry in is much lower costs. They get a lot of great data. A lot of our clients are extremely happy with the results that they're getting from us. And then ultimately that leads to new sales of the equipment in the future when they go for GMP or go to clinic for phase 1, phase 2, and then eventually commercial manufacturing.
Is it sort of beneficially important for you to sort of get exposure to people, get people on board sort of earlier in their process, in their development?
Exactly.
That's what you look to do.
Exactly. Yeah. Earlier the better. I mean, how we see it. Once some of the companies, once they're locked into a certain process and they have certain amount of data already supporting that process, it's very difficult for them even after phase 1, phase 2 to change over to a different technology. Even if they see problems with it, even if they know they're going to have issues scaling in the future, some of them are still stuck using that technology. So what we're trying to do is get in early enough, so when they get to phase 1, they're already using DIANT equipment. They're already using the DIANT process, which is scalable from benchtop to our what we call our lift system, which can go liters per minute on the output for that for that configuration.
Well, thanks very much for stopping by and spending some time with us. It's always enjoyable talking to you and seeing where DIANT's moving forward. I hope you have a good week here at Interfex, a good few days, and again, thanks very much for stopping by.
No, thank you as well. Always very nice seeing you, and hope you enjoy the show.
Thank you. Thank you.